compelled one passing by, coming from the country, Simon of Cyrene, the father of Alexander and Rufus, to go with him that he might bear his cross. They brought him to the place called Golgotha, which is being interpreted the place of a skull. They offered him wine mixed with myrrh to drink, but he didn't take it. Crucifying him, they parted his garments among them, casting lots on them what each should take it. It was the third hour when they crucified him. The superscription of his accusation was written over him, the King of the Jews. With him they crucified two robbers, one on his right hand and one on his left. The scripture was fulfilled, which says he was counted with transgressors. Those who passed by blasphemed him, wagging their heads and saying, "Ha! You who destroy the temple and build it in 3 days, save yourself and come down from the cross." Likewise, also the chief priests, mocking among themselves with the scribes, said, "He saved others, he can't save himself. Let the Christ, the King of Israel, now come down from the cross, that we may see and believe him." Those who were crucified with him also insulted him. When the 6th hour had come, there was darkness over the whole land until the 9th hour. At the 9th hour Jesus cried with a loud voice, saying, "Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani," which is being interpreted, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Some of those who stood by when they heard it said, "Behold, he is calling Elijah." One ran and filling a sponge full of vinegar, put it on a reed and gave it to him to drink, saying, "Let him be, let's see whether Elijah comes to take him down." Jesus cried out with a loud voice and gave up the spirit. The veil of the temple was torn in two from the top to the bottom. When the centurion who stood by opposite him saw that he cried out like this and breathed his last, he said, "Truly this man was the Son of God." There were also women watching from afar, among whom were both Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of James, the less and of Joses, and Salome, who when he was in Galilee followed him and served him, and many other women who came up with him to Jerusalem. When evening had now come, because it was the preparation day, that is, the day before the Sabbath, Joseph of Arimathea, a prominent council member who also himself was looking for God's kingdom, came, he boldly went into Pilate and asked for Jesus' body. Pilate was surprised to hear that he was already dead, and summoning the centurion, he asked him whether he had been dead long. When he found out from the centurion, he granted the body to Joseph. He bought a linen cloth and taking him down, wounded him in the linen cloth and laid him in a tomb which had been cut out of a rock. He rolled a stone against the door of the tomb.